everyone, it's Froggy and I'm back again with another episode of Will a Wonderful World. Let's open the mail!
Porque siempre me pasa esto.
Pesos. Ah.
부처님, 나도 좀 도와줘요!
And here I come. Oh, are they linked? They are! 20,000 pesos and here I come. Let's start with this guy because he knew. I mean, they're both new, but you know. My name is Carlos, and I'm 18 years old. It was a big day, because I was finally going to leave Mexico. Uncle Depp, who had always helped out at the orphanage, and Auntie Benita, who was the matron of the orphanage, used to tell me that if I ever wanted to go to a foreign country, I would need to have a passport first. And then I would need a visa. Finally, I could go to the airport and buy a ticket. Then I could fly wherever I wanted to go. I had gotten my passport, and apparently going to Hong Kong didn't require a visa. All I needed was a plane ticket. Uncle Depp and I had headed out early before the sun even came out. He had been driving me through the mountains for 6 hours to get to the international airport. He then stuffed a couple of warm burritos wrapped up in paper into my backpack before I said goodbye. I didn't know when I would ever see him again. I already missed him. I walked into the
reporting any unattended baggage or suspicious behavior.
Alright. I walked into the airport and I couldn't help slowing down in admiration. The place was so big. No wonder the tickets were so expensive. I needed to ask someone to tell me where I could buy a ticket. I bumped into another man. The 3 boxes he was carrying all fell to the ground. I helped him pick up the boxes and stack them. I hoped nothing inside got broken. The man was wearing a pair of glasses with golden frames. He seemed like a nice person. He took the boxes out of my hands and was not mad at me at all. He just nodded and walked away. He really was nice. Even though there were signs in the airport, I couldn't read many of them. I walked around twice before I found the ticket counters. A ticket cost over 10,000 pesos, just like Uncle Depp had told me. I had all of my savings with me, including the money my parents and sister had left me, as well as what I had earned doing part-time jobs. It was only a little over 20,000 pesos altogether. However, something terrible had happened. I couldn't find my wallet. I clearly remember checking to make sure that I had it when I left. Maybe I had dropped it in Uncle Depp's car. I ran outside of the airport. I saw the man that I had bumped into earlier. He was still wandering around with those 3 boxes. Was he lost? But I didn't have time to worry about him. I had to go check and see if Uncle Depp had already left. I couldn't find him anywhere outside the airport. He probably had headed back. I had walked toward the mountains along the road that we had arrived on. I had my backpack on, feeling awful. It wasn't a popular road, and it was already too late. There were no other cars in sight. I had hoped that I could get a ride tomorrow morning. Lord, why was I so unlucky? What is Mexico? It is a big country in the west. West? To our west? Do we live in the east? No, of course not. We do not live in their world, so there is no east or west anywhere. The Earth is a round planet, so east or west is all relative. Relative? You're not making any sense. Do you mean that Mexican people would say that their own country is in the West too? Now she's confusing me too. Oh, by the way, the writers of the earlier letters, are they from China? I always feel a strange sense of closeness when I think of China. Mexico feels more distant to me. Why is that? I guess more people write to us from China, maybe. I hear that Chinese people are all over the earth. There are a lot of them, even in every country. Really? So, is this letter written in Chinese too, as well as the earlier ones? Because they all look the same to me. Oh no, this is our language. In fact, the people who wrote to us came from many different countries, and they would use different languages. But once we receive them, they're all automatically translated into a language that we can understand. Oh, Wow! Being a god is so convenient. Okay. Next letter. My name is Chang Jiang-min, and I recently graduated from the Korean Police Academy. I'm 23 years old. It was my first day reporting to the Busan Police Precinct. I hadn't realized that I had overslept until my Sir Spotty alarm clock had gone off for the 10th time. I jumped out of bed, slipped into my pants and shirt, and rushed out of the door with my coat in hand. I even knocked over my neighbor's flowers by accident. Sorry. I'll clean it up later. I'm running late. Still, I was 45 minutes late when I finally got to the station. The captain was sitting behind the desk. He squeezed kids these days out of his mouth and then seemed to lose any energy or interest to even speak to me. Then, I was transferred to the archives. How could I have overslept on my first day? Please, Buddha. Please help me fix this. Please, please. Becoming a member of the Criminal Investigation Department has been my dream since childhood. I don't want to go to the archives. What is criminal investigation? Is it that much better than archives? Well, criminal investigation is the place where the police try to solve cases and catch bad guys. But you can't completely disregard the archives either. So what do they have to do with each other? Alright, let's stop you from bumping into another man. I guess. It's really the only thing that we can do here. Okay. I noticed that there was a sign ahead. Although I couldn't read it, I had a feeling that it must be pointing to the ticket counter. I had always had great instincts. A ticket cost over 10,000 pesos, just like Uncle Depp had told me. I had all of my savings with me, including the money that my parents and sister had left me, as well as what I had earned doing part-time jobs. It was only a little over 20,000 pesos altogether. I hoped I would be able to come back someday. 3 hours later, with a booming noise, the airplane took off. I felt something suddenly pushing me into the seat cushion. I could see Mexico City becoming smaller and smaller outside the window. And the orphanage in Monte Tlaloc had turned into a small white dot. I suddenly started to feel nervous. My mind was racing. What if the plane went down? I hoped it would fall in the ocean so that I could still swim back, but this seatbelt thing was so annoying, and if I couldn't untie it, I would be dragged into the water with the plane. I heard there was something called insurance that would pay a lot of money if someone died. I should get that, and maybe it would be enough for Alicia to buy a new house in Mexico City. Just when my brain was spinning with all of these questions, a beautiful lady asked if I would like some water. Oh, no. I checked my wallet again. There was a little over 10,000 pesos left. From now on, I must be careful about spending every single one of them. I heard everything was really expensive in Hong Kong. I must save up before I find Alicia. Alicia, sister, I'm coming to find you. The Lord will bless us. I heard the voice of a woman screaming in the crowd. Stop him! He's got my purse! I looked down, and the man that I had bumped into was holding a woman's purse. He actually tried pushing me away. As a policeman defending justice, how could I let a criminal escape the judgment of the law? I grabbed his collar. Take this! I took the bastard to the police station. I ended up late, of course, but the captain let me off the hook for stopping the robber. Captain Gong glanced at the bloodstains on my shirt, gave a faint smile, and asked me why I wanted to become a police officer. I stood up straight, put my hands behind my back, held my head high, and replied firmly.
정의를 위해서.
The captain scratched his balding head and smiled. Go and report to Unit 4. What? Unit 4? I felt my heart start to sink. I had heard so many rumors about Unit 4, even when I was still in the police academy. Well, rank S. That's good. Whoop whoop. Oh, I hear a ding ding. Does that mean I has new mail? I have new mail. Alright, let's look at Carlos. Relationship 1, Alicia, older sister who is 9 years older than him. Relationship 2, Benita, the matron of the orphanage. And he's got his passport. He's so darling. Oh, look how cute he is. We can't look at you, right? Reason for becoming a policeman? Justice. He's gonna be a redhead, I'm sure of this. At 23, graduated from the Korean Police Academy and joined the Busan Police Department Criminal Investigation Division assigned to Unit 4. Neat. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.